There was a young man named Dev, 26 years old. Decent job, small apartment, people who cared about him. But inside his mind, chaos. Imagine a small room. Now fill it with everything you've never let go of. Old arguments, regrets, fears, other people's opinions of you. Things from 5 years ago. Things from last week. Things that were never yours to carry. Now try to live in that room. That was Dev, every single day. He woke up exhausted, not from lack of sleep, from the weight. He tried everything. Books, meditation apps, long walks. Nothing worked, because he kept trying to add something. A new habit, a new mindset, a new routine. But the room was already full. One Saturday, Dev was helping his elderly neighbor Kamla clear out her storage room. 30 years of collected things. Broken fans, old newspapers, clothes that fit nobody, birthday cards from people long gone. They worked in silence for hours. At one point, Dev picked up an old clock. Dusty, its hands frozen, completely broken. "Should we keep this?" he asked. Kamla looked at it for a moment. "I kept it because letting go felt like losing something. But holding on didn't bring anything back either. It just took up space." She placed it in the pile to give away, and they kept working. By evening, the room was half empty. Dev stood in the doorway and looked at the cleared space. Something about it stopped him. Same room, same walls, same floor. Nothing new added. But it felt completely different. It felt like it could breathe. Kamla stood beside him. "Funny," she said. "We spend our whole lives looking for more space, bigger house, more room to think, more room to breathe." Then she looked at the cleared floor. But the space was always here. We just filled it with things we were too afraid to release. Dev didn't respond, because she wasn't talking about the storage room, and they both knew it. That night, Dev sat alone. No phone, no music, no trying. Just silence. And slowly, he began to look at what was inside the room of his mind. The argument with his father, 3 years old, still sitting in the center of the room like a broken piece of furniture nobody wanted to move. He picked it up, looked at it honestly, and set it outside the door. Then came the version of himself he thought he should have been by now. The fear that he was running out of time. That one was heavier. He held it longer. Then he set it outside too. He didn't solve any of it. He didn't fix it. He didn't make it disappear. He simply stopped keeping it in the center of the room. When he looked around at what remained, the room was quieter. Not silent, not perfect, not empty. But there was space now. Real space. Space he hadn't felt in years. He took one slow breath, and for the first time in a very long time, that breath had somewhere to go. Here is what Dev understood that night. The mind doesn't need more. It doesn't need better thoughts layered on top of old ones. It doesn't need another book or another breathing exercise added to the pile. It needs to be emptied. Not once, not completely, but honestly, regularly. The way you would clear a room you actually want to live in. Because peace is not somewhere else. Peace is what remains when you finally remove what was never supposed to stay. If this story felt like something you needed today, share it with one person whose mind never stops. And subscribe for more stories like this. Until then, clear a little space. See you soon.